Hey guys, it's Alicia Rain and welcome back to my channel Rainy Reads. Today's video I'm going to show you all of the books on my physical TBR. I don't know the exact number yet, so we can total those up at the end. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. And let's get into this video. So the first few sets of books that I'm going to show you are all series that I have that I need to finish reading, or first books in a series, and it's the only ones that I own. The first series I have here is the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab. It's honestly kind of crazy I haven't started this yet because The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by this author is my favorite book, I think, of all time. I also want to let you guys know that for some of these series I might consider doing spoiler reading vlogs, so if you see any that you would be interested in me filming, let me know in the comments. Next is The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. I used to watch the movies when I was younger, but it's been a really long time. I remember loving them, but I don't remember a lot of what happens, and usually I feel like the books are better than the movies, so I'm really excited to read this eventually. Next are the last 5 books in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I just finished re-listening to the first 3, which I read last year, and I actually did a poll over on my Bookstagram, which if you aren't following, I'll have that linked down below. I asked my followers over there if they were interested in me filming spoiler reading vlogs for the rest of this series, not counting the first 3 because, like I said, I already read them. And a lot more people voted than I was expecting, and every single person voted that they wanted spoiler reading vlogs. So I don't know exactly when those videos will go up. I'm definitely going to split them up into parts. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that in the future. These next 2 books are the last books I need to read in the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy by Stephanie Garber. Next are 10 volumes of 𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒄𝒉 𝑵𝒆𝒙𝒕 by Takehiro. I still need to get 5 volumes. I haven't started any of these. I remember binging the series, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, and I absolutely loved it, and I heard that the series is even darker, so I'm really excited to get to this. Next are volumes 11 through 16 of Soul Eater by Atsushi Okubo. I already watched the entire anime and I absolutely loved it, and I've really enjoyed revisiting this world and these characters in the manga. So I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but ideally I would like to read all of these this year before 2025 is over. And then the last manga that I own that I surprisingly haven't started yet is One Piece, the omnibus version, so it has volumes 1 through 3 in it. I absolutely love One Piece. I'm on episode, I think, 921 right now, and there's over 1,000 episodes. I miss the earlier arcs. I love all of the arcs, but the first few hold a special place in my heart, so I feel like reading it and seeing it in manga form would be really, really cool. Now, I don't remember what this series is called. You technically don't need to read them in order, but it's by Ashley Herring Blake. They're queer rom-coms, and I really enjoyed the first one. I read Delilah Green Doesn't Care back in February, and I gave it 4 stars, so I'm really excited to get to these. I don't know if any more are coming out, but as of right now, I have Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail and Iris Kelly Doesn't Date that I still need to read. Next is Stranger Skies by Pascal Lascelles. This is the second book in the Drowned Gods. I think it's a trilogy now. It was originally going to be a duology. I really liked the first one. I gave it 4 stars. That one's called Curious Tides. And I actually got this pre-ordered and I still haven't gotten to it yet because it's a little big. So maybe I'll get to it this year. I'm not sure, but I am really excited to continue it. Serpents and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue. The Diviners by Libba Bray. A Great and Terrible Beauty, also by Libba Bray. The Looking Glass Wars by Frank Better. Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. These next 2, I'm not exactly sure if they are the first book in a series, but it'll be a good segue into all of my standalones. The Cloisters by Katie Hayes. A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. I think the author's name is Genevieve Gornichek, and it's The Witch's Heart. Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Fazel, I think is how you say this author's name. The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I've only read Circe by this author, and it's one of my favorite books of all time, and I definitely hear people talk about this one more, so I'm really excited to get to it. I'm hoping to read it either this spring or this summer. The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields, Roseblood by A.G. Howard, Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur, The Unabridged Journals of Sylvia Plath, Heartless by Marissa Meyer, Lonely Castle in the Mirror by Mizuki Tsujimura, I think is how you say her name. I completely forgot to include this in the series that I need to read, but this is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I'm pretty sure it's a part of a duology. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is a collection of 3 books by Jane Austen. I've read Pride and Prejudice a lot of times, honestly. I think like 3 times, but I still need to read Emma and Sense and Sensibility. Next is The Odyssey by Homer, and it's translated by Robert Fitzgerald. Next is Story of My Life by Lucy Score. I've actually never read a book by this author before, but I'm going to be completely honest, I bought it because of the sprayed edges. I just thought it was so cute. Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. Lilith by Nikki Marmory. Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I absolutely love this author. Daisy Jones and the Six is probably my second favorite book of all time, so I definitely want to read this summer. Now, the last books I'm going to talk about are all of my Stephen King books that I still need to read. I'm a big fan of Stephen King. I've read, I want to say, almost 20 of his books now, which is crazy to think about, but I still have a lot that I need to get through. First is 4 Past Midnight, and I believe this has 4 short stories in it. The complete and uncut version of The Stand, Under the Dome, Insomnia. Next is Dreamcatcher, Firestarter, The Outsider, The Dark Half, The Mist, Later, Full Dark, No Stars, The Green Mile. And the last 2 books I have from him are also a part of a series that I forgot to include in that other part, and it's the Dark Tower series. I believe The Drawing of the Three is either book 2 or 3 in the series. And then this is the first book, The Gunslinger, but I don't think it's the first book in its entirety, just because there's some little sections with illustrations in here. It just seems very short for a Stephen King book, so I'm not sure if it's the full thing or not, but I really liked it, so I bought it. And yeah, those are all of the books on my physical TBR. Let me count all of these and then I will tell you my final total. If I counted correctly, I have 63 books on my physical TBR, but that's not including books that have more than one story in them. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. I'll have all of my links down in the description box. That's it for today's video. I hope you all are having a good day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!